We feel that the best use of the land here is for a farm.
Yeah.
That it shouldn't be anything else, that it shouldn't be developed into houses or some sort of commercial, industrial type thing, that this land was meant to be farmed on. It's for agriculture.
Part of the family thing is keeping the tradition going, and yeah, it's not just the farming community, it's the community in general has I think a pretty good respect for the farmers.
And I know anytime I go anywhere or go away for a while, I always look forward to coming home.
Home is home.
Yeah, yeah.
We milk 60 cows. We also have about 10 dry cows, 40 to 50 young stock. We grow about 350 acres of crops here. And then we also have some supportive pasture.
Right now, our herd average is around 27,000 pounds. That's on 2 times a day. Butterfat's around 1,000 pounds. Our cows are doing well for us.
I started baking. This was my 20th Thanksgiving this year that I baked.
The diversification thing is one thing we've been focusing on a lot with 3 of us, trying to find ways to make more income. Started with the sweet corn and now doing other vegetables, and we're trying to grow that.
Conservation easement is actually purchase of development rights. The Delrose Farm sold their right to develop houses out on this land, and this is a great example of what we want to do with a conservation easement. It's a successful dairy farm, multi-generation.
This farm had always switched hands after the owner got ready to retire. It went on to another farmer and never stayed in the family. We want to sort of try to build a little bit of a legacy here.
The easement has helped make it so that the next generation that's here, our sons, won't have to worry about the debt that we did to start here.
I know I wouldn't want to see this land turned into development or being
Protects the
used.
farmer.
Being used for anything other than farmland.
We were able to pay a big share of our mortgage off with it, plus have some money to set aside for future things. They did split it up into a couple big chunks, and each chunk has a building site on it, so it's not like you can't do something with it down the road. I think it's a plus for that end of things.
Behind us, it was a manure storage that was built probably in the early 2000s. Now that we're in a new phase in the program of repair and replacement, standards have gotten stricter, so we ended up having to cover the manure storage. And there's also a barnyard that was done in the late 90s.
The barnyard during wet times was very challenging. It was hard on cattle's feet. There was runoff when you had a lot of rainfall. To have a non-porous substance was really wonderful. It was great for cleaning.
That barnyard we have out there, I don't know how it would have taken us quite a while to pay off a new barnyard like that. That was a huge improvement on our farm. It was a mud pit out there.
We're here in the calf barn where we installed fans to improve the ventilations for the calves that were 0 to 6 months old. Our premise is that if healthier calves shed less pathogens, and that would be less pathogens that would actually get into the water supply.
You could smell ammonia in here, especially on very hot days. Watershed came in and engineered a plan.
We did the construction ourselves, and they reimbursed us. It's like a mini tunnel ventilation system almost. It draws the air from one side to the barn to the other. We've seen a tremendous improvement.
It has improved our ability to grow a healthy calf.
Another BMP that's relatively new to the farm here is precision feed management, where we look at what's going into the cow, balancing rations that will reduce the amount of phosphorus that's going out of the back end of the cow, and improving milk production.
It is a total picture of how you store it, put it through the cow to make more milk. It's a program that every dairy farmer in the country should have access to. How to feed and how to handle your roughages. The program just helps everyone.
It has to do with you applying or controlling your nutrients on your farm, whether it's planting or fertilizer or lime or all that stuff. They'll give you maps and guidelines, and through the soil testing, they tell you what fields need more than the other ones, and also high-risk fields, which are fields that are more likely to have runoff into the river. And I think just having the diagrams and maps that they give you is a really nice, convenient thing to have.
And at the end of the year, you report all this, and they'll review it, and then you get a credit.
Yeah, and if
dollar
you follow
amount that you can use towards things they approve, whether it's manure, equipment, cover crops, lime.
basically anything that has to do with your nutrient program.
We're here at the CREP area. Farmers agree to fence the animals out of the stream, and we establish a riparian forest buffer, and we fence the animals out, and then we provide an alternative source of water. He's renting that land to the USDA for 15 years.
We were able to separate different parts of our pasture. There was some fencing that was involved with that, and it was very positive.
With the new solar technology we have, we're able to supply 2 troughs. There's a trough down for the cows, and then a trough right behind us here.
Where we sit, we are protected by the watershed. And as long as you're up to speed with the watershed's guidelines, they're gonna have your back.
It's a dream that we have children that want to return here. And I will say that I struggled a little bit, that not everyone wanted to be a farmer. All of my children are farm kids. They know firsthand production agriculture, and their gift is to take that understanding of what it is to produce food for other people and share it.
But all I can say is I had a good life and I have no regrets. I did a lot of hard work. I never backed away from a hard job, and I got no regrets.